Well, do come on in. What's going on, you gorgeous people? It's your boy Elzar the Hedgehog speaking at you today with another amazing video. Now, I have a confusing topic for today.
Jay, I'm kicking you off. You got 10 minutes and you're done. Sorry.
Well, you're not supposed to use my name.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
She said Jay.
Elzar.
Well, today,
Singular letter.
we're not doing anything. I just want to tell you all that I'm going to be away for 5 days, and I won't be posting as much. It's my birthday, so I won't be here for 5 days because I'm going on a camping trip. But I just wanted to make that clear, and I guess we could do some reacting videos. So today, we're gonna react to my favorite YouTuber. This guy, he's kind of small. His name is Micheal MJD. Now, Micheal MJD, he's the type of dude who just does like vintage and old stuff. And I want to say I'm the biggest fan of his channel. Not for, and like for every reason, like ever. So I guess we're just going to watch the Micheal MJD mix. And I can just put my own commentary over it. Michael, please notice me. Also, yes, I am using Opera GX. Don't judge me.
Wix gives you the power of a.
Essentials. Ice. Yeah, let's try not to use the card. So which one do you want to leave?
Sup.
So I'm sure you've heard about this website, Temu, which people have been calling the new wish.com because it lets you shop like a billionaire. And by
Exactly, shopping like a billionaire. Sorry.
that I mean it lets you buy a ton of knockoff cheap stuff for like a fraction of what you'd pay for the
And I want to say, I do not, I feel like it's important to say
It's in your hair?
all of the brands mentioned in this video are not associated with me. Michael is not associated with me. I'm just a simple YouTuber who wants to react to Micheal MJD. So make sure to support your original YouTubers. I will link his channel in the description. Hold on. We go open link in a new tab. Yeah, I'll just. So that's out of the way. But
Someone's gonna get him.
yeah.
real thing.
Anyways,
Though you
enough
can
of
find
yapping.
some decent stuff on there, but what I'm going to show you today is not that at all, because as I was browsing Temu, I came across some listings that I thought were most certainly bootleg Nintendo games. Now, I'm not talking about knockoff consoles like this that came bizarrely with this weird Famicom-like controller. I think they're going for a Supreme branding thing here, but yeah, this was definitely one of the more interesting things I found on there. I'm not talking about things like this. I'm not even talking about those like 501 game cartridges that you can put into a Game Boy or a Nintendo DS or something like that. I'm talking about listings that were advertising actual Nintendo game titles, but are selling counterfeit copies instead.
And I wanna make something clear. This, like, it's not technically stealing someone's property. Well, no, it is, because you're stealing Nintendo's property. But I just want to say I'm not a legal advisor. Do not take any advice from this. But I just need to say, do not copy Nintendo. They are rich, and they will sue you. Anyways, enough of me yapping.
So I bought a few of them, and my
Diamond and
suspicions were
Pearl.
pretty much immediately confirmed.
Why does he have a
These are
Nintendo
all
64
fake,
game
bootleg,
cartridge?
non-genuine copies of these games. But do they actually work? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. And we're going to begin with this copy of Pokemon Pearl, which cost me $23. Actually, not far off from what real, genuine copies of this game go for used on eBay. And when you put it up next to a genuine copy, I've got Pokemon Diamond here, because this is the copy that I ended up purchasing back in the day when these games were out. It doesn't look like too bad at first. I mean, the only real giveaway to me is the sizing of these top and bottom white borders. You can see on the Pokemon Diamond one here, the bottom one is much smaller, the top one's a little bit larger. The ESRB logo looks right, the Pokemon logo, I mean, everything's spelled correctly. There's a little bit of like, the spacing here super tight between the Nintendo and the Pokemon Company logo. Here's a real zoomed in close-up of the two, and some of the things I notice also are the Nintendo quality seal. The coloring is a bit off on the fake one here. They also have the trademark symbol. You can barely make it out though, but they've got the trademark symbol instead of the registered trademark symbol like what appears on the genuine one here. And just the quality of the label too. I mean, it definitely feels different, but the entire cartridge feels different. That's the other thing. This quality of the plastic is pretty poor compared to the genuine one. But even that was not the biggest giveaway. The biggest giveaway, this was a fake, is the micro SD card slot on the back, because yeah, this is actually a flash cart that they just took a ROM of Pokemon Pearl, put it on this 256 megabyte SD card, and they just stuck that in here. And that's, you know, they just put a Pokemon Pearl label on. There was actually another listing I found on Temu was for this. Remember I mentioned those 501 cartridges? Well, here's one of them.
That's a
they actually include a pink
Michael!
DS stylus as well. I'm sure it's a knockoff one. But if we take this out of here, this Pokemon Pearl cartridge arrived in the same exact like housing here, this plastic case. But this one here, this 520-in-1 3DS cartridge, oh my god guys, it's a 3DS cartridge, but it fits into a regular Nintendo DS, because it's not actually a 3DS cartridge. They just put that on the label here. But you flip it over to the back, and yep, it's another flash cart with an unbranded micro SD card inside with a bunch of ROMs on it.
Yeah, this is definitely...
So yeah, these are like exactly the same part. They're just putting a different label on the front. And I mean, at least with this one, I mean, you know if you buy one of these, this is nothing official at all. But they're trying to pass this one off as like a real, genuine copy of Pokemon Pearl when it's not, and that's definitely very scummy. Speaking of Pokemon, next up we're taking a look at Pokemon Leaf Green. Now, I purchased this because I have a genuine copy of Pokemon Leaf Green. Used to play it all the time. But I have no idea where it is. I tore up my entire house trying to find it to no good results. So, yeah, we're just going to have to use images to kind of compare this to the real thing. But I have to say, this is a really, really good fake. Normally with these, or at least the ones that I've seen, and they're probably older ones, with these Game Boy Advance fakes, is they won't even have the Game Boy Advance logo up here. It'll just say game or nothing at all. On the back here, they've got the Nintendo logo, they've got the model number, they've got made in Japan, patent pending. And the label, I mean, everything's spelled correctly. You've got the correct, like, ESRB logo. The Pokemon Company and Nintendo text is there. The seal is there. The part number's down there. And the plastic is a much lower quality. But if you didn't have a genuine one to compare this to, this could definitely be passed off as a real thing. Now, this was the cheapest thing that I bought out of these three items. This cost me less than $5. And good luck finding one of these on eBay for less than...
How? Game Boy Advance games are like, oh, I don't know, $30 on eBay? And you got it for $5? Now that's suspicious.
Than $5. It also came in this clear plastic casing that says Made in China on the label right there, which is a major contradiction of the Made in Japan on the back of the cartridge. So yeah, there's definitely some big giveaways here, but if you still were not sure if this was a fake or a real one, you could always take it apart and take a look at the PCB. So we'll go ahead and do that. And again, I don't have a real one to compare this to, so I'm going to have to resort to editing in images of what a real PCB would look like. So here it is. They've definitely tried to make this look as genuine as they can. They've even got the copyright 2002 text down there. The Nintendo text does not look off from a real one. There's actually two variants, at least for Pokemon Leaf Green here, of you know, the genuine board. So if you have one of these two, it's a genuine game. On the fake one here, the fake ones all seem to have this big black blob here somewhere on it. So that's a major giveaway because the real ones do not have that. And just the chip layout you can see is way different from the two genuine ones. So yeah, this is 100% a fake, but it's definitely convincing. I mean, again, this is miles better from some of the other fakes that I've seen.
Wait, I thought you said
so whoever made this definitely did their homework and tried to make it look rather convincing. And well, that makes your job, if you're looking for one of these things, a little bit more difficult because, well, I mean, first off, the biggest giveaway, like I said, is the price. I mean, you're not going to find somebody selling one of these for $5 on eBay. Maybe like a broken one or like just the outer casing or something. I don't know. But do these two games actually work? Well, I honestly have no idea because I've not tested them yet. So we're going to find out here together on video. So I'm going to bring over my original Nintendo DS that we're going to use to prop up my Nintendo DS Lite's top screen. And we're going to, well, first let's pop in the copy of Pokemon Pearl here and see how good of a fit that this is. So yeah, it fits in. I mean, well, this one fit in, so I would have expected this one to as well. Let's go ahead and turn this on, and we'll see what we get ourselves into. And I'm going to use this fake stylus, which is absolutely fake because it is extremely low quality. So let's see if it, okay. Deep Labyrinth. Okay, so this is this a completely different game? I'm gonna crack up if this is a... Okay. I was gonna say, so whatever, like, firmware that they're using to trick the DS into thinking that it's a real game, presents that as the game title. So it does load up into a, like, ROM selector here, and it looks like... Is this, like, a screenshot from the game? I think that might be. So it's like, has this already been played or something? But yeah, this is the only ROM on here, as you can see. And let's hit Y for info. So yeah, Pokemon Pearl.NDS, the last change, 2021 9/10. File size 58.34 megabytes. Save type unknown/auto. Oh, and look at that. You've got cheats too that you can enable. So yeah, this is totally a real game, guys.
Cheats. Yeah,
this is totally load up the menu. There it is. So yeah, I've got a bunch of cheats here that you can select. So okay, we'll go out of that. What are the settings? Okay, so you can select the save type, link with GBA. You can change the rumble strength. Okay, let's start it up here and see what happens. Yep, it's starting up. Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I've heard this music. Because it's been probably over a decade since I played Pokemon Diamond. Holy crap.
I hear this all the time with,
we'll just hit start
when I boot
here.
up RCS.
And, oh my gosh, that sound. It's all coming back to me slowly but surely. So yeah, there's no save data.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit here because I'm getting impatient.
Yes,
but basically, you test Pokemon Leaf Green.
So I'm guessing that image that it
521.
had on the top screen was just to like
for some reason, you use a Super Mario 64. I want to check out that though.
Selling these fake copies and passing them off as real games, saying like it's a brand new copy of Mario 64, and some of the photos had like this bag and everything. Which, I mean, a brand new copy of Mario 64 would not come in a plastic bag with a barcode
they would have like
it would come in the original box. I don't know if these sellers, if they're being malicious intentionally and trying to pass these off as real, or maybe they don't know themselves. I'd like to think it's the latter, but it's definitely one of those two things. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about how you can tell one of these fake games from a real one. So let's say you didn't have this plastic bag that it came in. Well, first of all, the quality of the plastic itself. It's a much lower quality plastic. It feels cheaper. It's much lighter than a genuine copy here, but you wouldn't be able to tell that by looking at photos. So let's take a look at the front label here. The fake one, the coloring, it looks a little bit darker. This one looks more vibrant on the real one here. Also the spacing of some of this stuff. So like the ESRB, kids to adults rating, you can see it's a larger box here on the real one. On the fake one, the Nintendo seal of quality looks to be larger. There's also red text instead of white text underneath the Nintendo logo. And there's also like a white outline. There's also a drop shadow on the N64 logo here.
Yeah,
see how it looks front label. The spelling is right and everything.
Definitely counterfeited.
Flip it over to the back here and look at the back label.
Console.
It isn't a and of like the Game Boy, you know, they got that whole thing going on here. And it does have a rechargeable battery. That's why I've got it plugged in via its micro USB cable. So there it is. Although it did come with like the tiniest micro USB cable ever, so I'm using a larger one so I can actually, you know, plug it in. But yeah, so it's got that up here. It has a, this port right here is used to send a composite out signal so that you can plug it into a TV.
Game
so
Boys
you can
don't
do
have
that.
I wish
and
they did
that's
have that.
actually how you can kind of play with a second player, unless you want them to be looking at this screen as well. Which theoretically, you know, you could do that because this plugs into this other port, right, where is it? Right here. No? Is this the same? Interesting. Okay, so this is both a charging port and a second player port, so you can't be charging the console while you have the second player controller plugged in. And here's the box. It does advertise itself as a 401, the SUP game box, that is the name of it, plus support external gamepad, double
consoles.
against. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. On the side here, you've got the barcode, you've got the little color indicator. There are other colors of this as well. So a console AV cable, DC cable, user manual. Oh yeah, the user manual. We gotta take a look at this too. This is a, you know, requirement with these videos. Though let's finish taking a look at the box. On the side here, digital game system, 3.0 inch, super wide LCD. The console is slim, portable, and trendy. Digital multi-platform device can play on TV. The backlit function of the screen ensure player can play everywhere. With powerful rechargeable battery pack, includes an AC adapter and a lithium-ion rechargeable battery. 6 hours of continuous gameplay. I hope that's true, but I'm not going to play this thing for 6 hours to find out. And it tells you what everything is on here on the top or on the side, however you're looking at the box. So there you go. Here's our user manual for the Retro FC. So definitely going with the Famicom stuff there. Thank you. Thanks for purchasing Playing Vision Portable. Playing Vision Portable product designed for many hours of game playing. Game playing fun. This product is small and portable, so you can take it anywhere. Please read the following contents prior to connecting and playing to ensure proper use and care. Oh my gosh, reading through these manuals is like one of the funniest things that I get to do on this channel. So yeah, right here we've got that same diagram we saw in the box. Got your accessories, and down here you've got a troubleshooting table. Information contained herein is subject to change without prior notice. I always love that. They're basically saying we could put whatever we...
Checks out the sub console.
But yeah, all the sprites and everything have been changed. Like we got Koopas here. Can I jump? Thank you. Okay, we got to get in there with a key. But yeah, there's no items to pick up, I don't think. Yeah.
Why is Mario...
Alright, well I died. Well, I just looked it up and this is a ROM hack of a Japanese exclusive Famicom game. So I was not off there. But it's just really it's just bizarre. God, some of these ROM hacks, I mean, they're so hilarious to me. But okay, let's get back here and go to English, and let's just scroll down until we find something else interesting. So, I mean, I'm sure Super Mario, Mario 3, it's going to be regular, you know. Although, what is, because we got Super Mario, and okay, well, Mario Brothers is going to be the original Mario Brothers.
There's Dr. Mario!
God, don't you love this loud frickin' sound effect every time you
Lots
go down?
of spaghetti!
Use the volume wheel to turn it all the way down. Ooh, we got Galaga on here? Oh, yeah, of course I gotta play that. I cannot pass up that opportunity. So, yeah, we'll start it up here. You know, I've never, or actually, I take that back. I was about to say I've never played Galaga on a really small screen like this, but then immediately I thought of the copy of Namco Museum I used to have for the Game Boy.
Galaga's like
and I played Galaga on that
not
like
Mario.
a ton.
It's
but still, nothing beats
like
the
a
arcade.
Space Invaders
I mean, really.
Copy, right?
Like,
to,
even to this
copy
day,
Space
whenever I go to
Invader.
like a hotel
Yeah, it looks
or
very
something,
similar.
they just happen to have like a Galaga arcade machine. Because yeah, I have been in like typically like older hotels that have like a game room or like something like that. They might have a older Galaga machine.
Ship. Oh,
and
we love Galaga Ship.
when they're like 25 cents, oh my gosh,
Galaga
it's like
Ship.
I'll be there for a while. When I have nothing else better to do. Which usually when you're at a hotel, it's like you're just kind of waiting around for things to happen, wherever you're wherever you are, whatever reason you went on the trip.
It's not an energy drink. It doesn't have
Oh wow, I just
caffeine.
completely fell for that one there.
It's a hydration drink.
But yeah, I think we'll just get through. Well, I'll just play Galaga until I die here, and then we will just end off the video. But I do want to mention that, well, you gotta be careful when you're shopping on Temu, because you know these bootleg listings don't seem to be going away. They are still, you know, a dime a dozen.
Yeah, I love how he's just giving commentary.
You know,
at it
just
as he
use
plays
caution.
Galaga.
Don't be looking on Temu.
Galaga.
Crap, is this thing gamatized? I mean, you go to the website and it's like, spin this wheel.
Well, that's all the time I have for today, folks. I gotta hop in the car for, well, stuff. I don't have an outro, so I'm probably just gonna leave in the middle of